Hey, how's everything going? Well, yeah, I guess welcome to the long delayed third episode of Movie Talk. Yeah, I hope you're doing very well. Yeah, I'll be back like just in a few minutes though. Gotta prepare things very quickly. But yeah, I hope you will enjoy this music because it's finally time for that season. Hey, everybody. Well, at least one person here right now. How's everything going? This is Nate in Box 64. And yes, like I said, I'm going to be. This is the long delayed third episode of Movie Talk. Yeah, I think I'll just wait until, I don't know, everybody shows up for a second. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. I guess it's just going to be me and you, Jake, for now. So, yep. Yeah, I know I've said about probably a few days ago or so that I was supposed to watch the Grinch. But of course, here's the good news. I didn't saw the Grinch. Yay! But unfortunately, the bad news is that I will have to see it anyway. Oh, let me just get that, be right back. All right, I'm trying to get that watermark off the screen. There you go. Yeah, that'll be less distracting. But anyway, yes, the Grinch. Yes, I know that looks pretty weak, but that's not the worst I've seen this year. I will get to that sooner. But yes, Illuminations of the Grinch, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or whatever you want to call it. But yes, like I said, I didn't really saw it at all. I might see it today. I don't know how everything will work today. But yeah, as I predictably thought, it pretty much got mixed reviews. Which, I mean, at this point, for a film by Illumination, I mean, it's not much of a surprise. Honestly, I don't know. To me, I'll just rather watch the Boris Karloff cartoon, from Chuck Jones, or at this point, heck, I'll even rather watch the Jim Carrey movie. Yes, I mean, it's not good, but at least it's interesting. At least it's weird. That's that's a lot more fun to watch than just being a rather mediocre CGI animated film from Illumination. I'd rather take weird than bland. Illumination, a company whose budgets are always cheap. I guess in that case, a slightly bigger budget Blumhouse, except not as creative. Or even risky for that matter. But of course, as everyone knows already, it has unpredictably became the number one movie in America. I guess so, from last week. Yeah, it made about $66 million. Of course, in America. Because right now, there's not really that much numbers showing, I guess the international numbers. But I am kind of guessing that it might do pretty well internationally. But then again, like a lot of the Dr. Seuss movies usually tend to make more money in America because, well, let's face it, Dr. Seuss is one of the most popular, like, literary figures in, of course, in all of America. And yeah, even in Canada. Sorry, my throat is kind of dry. But yes, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch made $66 million on its opening weekend. Quite the debut, though. Ouch. What do you think of the Bohemian Rhapsody movie? I actually haven't seen that one yet. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good, but like eventually I'll try to watch. Yeah, eventually I'll try to also watch Bohemian Rhapsody. But yeah, for the Grinch, this was not surprising. I knew it was gonna open pretty well, like this week, because so far, like the only other animated movie throughout the entire time, I guess throughout the whole weekend, or like previous weeks, was Smallfoot. And you know, plus people really love Dr. Seuss, and kids love Illumination. So yeah, of course, The Grinch was gonna open pretty well enough. Although this week I think it might have some tough competition with the release of Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Creed 2, which is the one I'm looking forward to the most. But yeah, speaking of Bohemian Rhapsody, as you could see, like Bohemian Rhapsody is also holding pretty well at number 2, just only dropped nearly 40%. And yeah, to give him credit, that's actually not a bad hold for what it's trying to do. So another new movie came out this week. Of course, The Grinch ain't the only one. And this is, sorry, like this is the only one that's gotten a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Overlord. Yes, Overlord. I can't lie though, there's so many movies and video games called Overlord. Because when J.J. Abrams was producing Overlord, I thought he was talking about those video games from Codemasters. But no, it's actually like a World War II zombie war action flick. And yeah, like from the trailers alone, I'm like, wow, this is fucking crazy. Like, I want to see this. Of course, granted, I don't think I'll have the time to see it, but yeah, I heard Overlord is getting great reviews. So far, getting 84%, which yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think, and it is kind of like getting a better grade from audiences than what I thought. Because honestly, Overlord's kind of like the type of movie that would get a C minus or a D. I'm not talking about IMDb. No, I'm talking about Cinema Score. Ooh, there's 3 watching now. I don't know. Maybe it's thinking that one of the. I don't think it's 3 people watching. I think YouTube kind of does that. It just thinks that I am one of the audiences, which it's not true. But anyway, yeah, I thought on Cinema Score, it's kind of like the same people that give Mother an F, or what was that other movie that got a pretty terrible score, or Punch Drunk Love getting a D plus. I guess granted, to both of those people, those movies are not exactly what they thought it would be, but still. Yeah, I'm not sure if Overlord will do very well throughout the next few weeks, but I mean, I hope it does, cuz we usually don't really get these kinds of movies from from a major studio. Cuz the only time we would get these kind of movies are from I guess the smaller, I guess from other smaller sites studios, like Focus Features from Universal, or like Fox Searchlight, like that. I would usually see that, or like from A24 or Annapurna. But yeah, I'm glad that Overlord managed to hold on at number 3. I thought people liked Punch Drunk Love. I mean, well, to answer that, Jake, people like it now, but let's take it back then. Like back then, the people who went out to see it at like an AMC, they didn't know what to think what Punch Drunk Love is. Like they didn't know like who Paul Thomas Anderson is. They just know that it's starring Adam Sandler. I mean, that's why I got a D plus at the time. Of course, now people love it, but you know, back then it was just quite simply Sony doing a terrible job at marketing. But yeah, anyway, of course, in 4th place is what I think will be one of the biggest bombs of the entire year: The Nutcracker in the Four Realms, also from Disney. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that like The Nutcracker is even at the top 5 to begin with, because man, because that movie just does not look interesting to me. It reminds me of those Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movies. You know, like from the earth, like in 2010, like when people were looking forward to Alice in Wonderland. It's just, like it looks nice, but I just did not care at all. And of course, I'm not the only one. Not that many people went out to see it. So yeah, that's going to be another bomb for Disney. But since this is such a good year for them, this is going to be potatoes compared to like what's going to be for next year. Of course, obviously, Adventures 4. So rounding out the top for number 5 is The Girl in the Spider's Web, a new dragon tattoo story from Sony. Yeah, so I guess like after many years since the girl, like they're like David Fincher's Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I guess Sony says like, yeah, we should make another one. But instead of like being like the trilogy that David Fincher was talking about, we'll do like a adaptation for like the newest like book in the series, which is considered to be the worst. Yeah, that's a great idea. I just do not know what Sony was thinking. Then again, Sony's just like really dumb so far this year. Although not nearly as dumb as Lionsgate. I'll give them that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't saw the point of Sony just like all of a sudden make another Girl in the Dragon Tattoo movie. Because I'm just like, dude, you could have done this years ago. Like after when Girl with the Dragon Tattoo became a hit. I mean, I know like it's, I mean, look, I mean, I like Claire Foy and Lakeith Stanfield, but honestly, I just knew that it was just completely unnecessary. Yeah, like I do not see the point of Sony like going back to that series after just like leaving it on the wayside for I don't know how many years. Again, since 2011. Nutcracker sounds like a bomb anyway because it sounds so damn forgettable. Well, that's pretty much what the general consensus say about Nutcracker in the Four Realms. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that at all. But yes, for like eventually maybe today I might probably watch The Grinch. But like I said, I'll just wait how that goes. Anyway, let's talk to one of the movies I kind like two movies I actually want to talk about. Yeah. Don't worry. This one's gonna be actually be shorter than what I thought. So, yeah, I watched Gotti. Yes, yes, it's one of the few movies this year that got a silch 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, saw it. Like, is it like the worst movie I've seen so far this year? No. I mean, I don't think it's gonna top Show Dogs anytime soon, but it's pretty bad. It's really bad. But you know what, though? It's so terrible that it's actually quite enjoyable. uh, it might rise, though. It happened to the Emoji Movie. It hasn't rise since. Like, it's been staying at 0%. But, oh, speaking of rising, do you notice the audience score? Like, I can tell you already that the audience score is actually quite fake. because like MoviePass was like letting all of its employees like posting fake positive reviews of the movie like on this website, which is like the only reason why it's at 50%. It was like originally at 80, but now it's just gotten down to 50%. But yes, it is so bad. It's good. Like the directing is so ham-fisted. It thinks that like it's trying to be like a Martin Scorsese flick. And I'm just like, "Oh my god." Sorry, dear boy, but this ain't Goodfellas. And the writing is so cliche. Like, of course, like just think of like every single kind of like typical cliche New York mobster drama dialogue that you could think of, and it's in this movie. It is definitely in this movie. Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, John Travolta is in this, but there are just like many things that really make me enjoy it. Okay, like yeah, for one, for John Travolta, although his performance is not exactly accurate to the real man in question, John Gotti, one of the most infamous mobsters in New York, I think it does a pretty good job in the movie. Like he's actually quite enjoyable in it. And like you could tell like he's just like really having a lot of fun doing it. Like he truly cares about like giving out this performance, which I mean, it's not the best, but it's enjoyable. And you could tell like this was clearly like a passion project that John Travolta wanted to do, and he's kind of glad that it got made in the first place. And it's almost the middle of November now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't get to see Gotti in theaters back in June because first off, it didn't came to the theater where I used to live at, or not the theater, but I guess the town. Yeah, of course, it's only now that I've watched Gotti, but there's so many things like in the movie that's like really that really got a huge laugh out of me. Like the most notable one for me is like when a bunch of like Gotti's like crooks or crew go to like at some random bar in New York. Like for whatever reason, it's 1985, and yet the radio like in the background it's playing like music from Pitbull. Yeah, for whatever reason, like, it's playing like some song from Pitbull, even though it's obvious, like back then, like Pitbull wasn't a thing. But you want to know like the only real reason why like that song, even though it makes no sense like in terms of timeline, like is in there. Like the only reason why that song's in there because Pitbull is the composer of this movie. I'm not joking. I'm gonna show you that on Wikipedia. So yes, Gotti 28. Yeah, Gotti 2018. All right, here goes. See right here, music by Pitbull. I'm not joking. Pitbull is the composer of this movie. And it goes about as well as you think. Like doing like a bunch of like Latino pop music and a movie about like some Italian American gangster. But yeah, there's so much stuff that's like really, that's also like really ridiculous. Like the narrative, like it's actually kind of confusing though because it just like ping pongs back and forth with like each timeline of like whatever specific thing happens, or like why is this important to, you know, this history of John Gotti. And I get what the director was going for, but Jesus, tone it down. Like just properly, because like there are like moments in the movie where you think like a scene is about to be like it's about to end, it just cuts off, and now we're going back to like I don't know 1992. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're going back to 1985. I haven't seen like this much of like a weird like transition jump since Oliver Stone's Alexander. Like it's like actually it's way more than the shit I've seen from Alexander because at least in Alexander there are like parts of it that do get resolved. Like here this is just ridiculous. But yeah, all I can say is that if you already know about John Gotti, that is, if you know about John Gotti, and you just wanted to see how bad this movie is, go for it, dude. Fucking do it. Otherwise, no. Like, if you don't know about John Gotti, then, yeah, of course, just watch a documentary. Because there's so many out there about John Gotti. But, yeah, it's about it for Gotti. Yeah, this one I just, like, recently watched, actually about, like, last night. Yes, this is a new Netflix original movie called Outlaw King. It's from the director of Hell or High Water, and it stars Chris Pine. And it, okay, well, I don't know about John Gotti until today. Oh, don't worry. Like I said, you could pretty much go on like YouTube and find a documentary about John Gotti. And I guess after you're done, then yeah, go watch Gotti. Go for it. But yeah, anyway. Yes, Outlaw King. Yeah, when I heard about like when the director of Hell or High Water was doing like this Middle Ages Muds and Sword epic like for Netflix, I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like it sounded really great. And of course it stars Chris Pine, which I mean, I freaking love Chris Pine. And it also stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, who, I mean, he's not like one of the greatest actors I've seen, but I mean, I've seen him done some good roles before in the past, like Kick Ass or, well, I don't think Godzilla really counts, but I think he was fine in Age of Ultron. But yes, Outlaw King is pretty much about. Yeah, it's pretty much like an historical action flick about Robert the Bruce and how like he pretty much like fight back the Brits after William Wallace died. Okay, so let me get this back. Okay, so after the death, like 2 years after the death of William Wallace, Robert the Bruce, played by Chris Pine, sets out a plan to fight back the British, or not the British, but the English. Like when he pretty much became king, and after he has pretty much been considered by an outlaw, like considered an outlaw by the English Empire, which hence the title Outlaw King. Bruce pretty much moves forward with his plan to rally, to fight back against the English. That's pretty much like what it is. Like if you pretty much like may or may not know History 101, that's essentially what the movie is about. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like it's not the best it's not like one of the best like middle age, like one of those like muds and sword movies I've seen, but it's pretty good. The acting is really well done, especially Chris Pine, who actually does do a pretty good Scottish accent. The directing is very well done. The cinematography is absolutely fantastic. The locations are gorgeous to look at, and the battle sequences are absolutely spectacular. Like some of the best I've seen from a Muds and Swords epic for a while, since I don't know, probably Kingdom of Heaven. And that's like what, a decade ago? But yeah, I will say like my real problem with Outlaw King, and I think it's like only two problems that I have with it. Like for one, like although the first half does a good job setting up the events of what's to like become, I think like the first act is a bit too slow for what it was aiming to be. And I felt like there could have been like a few parts of the first act that could have been cut out to shorten out the pace. Of course, not to say that eliminate the slow pace entirely, but I'm just saying there are a few parts that I feel like I didn't really need to know that could have just cut out already. And the second is like the story is pretty predictable. Like if you kind of like knew already about Robert the Bruce, or have seen a bunch of Muds and Swords epics like Braveheart, like you kind of know where it's going. And it's not poorly written. I mean, the writing is good enough. It's just that like I said, you pretty much know where it's going. But yeah, I guess that's all I could say about Outlaw King. Is like if you have Netflix and if you don't really have anything else to do for the weekend, or or you just haven't seen like Bohemian Rhapsody yet, or like whatever time you wanted to do, yeah, check out Outlaw King. Yeah, you'll have a good enough time. Okay, so Q&A time. Yes, Q&A time. All right, so any new trailers you have seen lately? Yes, I have. Like not too long ago, I just saw a trailer for Toy Story 4. I mean, of course, it's a teaser trailer, but yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing it. I mean, of course, I'm gonna watch Toy Story 4 anyway, because I mean, it's Toy Story. It's one of my. Absolute childhood favorites. Oh yeah, it's Pixar. Like, of course, the animation's gonna be fantastic. Like, we have come a long way since the original Toy Story, or heck, even or what was like the Wally B short, or yeah, Andre and Wally B. Like, Pixar has come a long way. Yeah, I agree. Another trailer I have watched is Missing Link. Um, the trailer is pretty good, but I always, but like every like trailer I have seen for like a movie, I just know that it's gonna be better than what we're seeing for Missing Link, because like I absolutely love Leica. They are now like one of my favorite stop motion animation companies around. Yeah, exactly. I'm automatically excited to see Missing Link, and yeah, like for what I've seen, like with from the trailer, Zach Galifianakis is actually well casted as Mr. Link. Because like for a second, I always kind of have a fear that he might end up being annoying. Kind of like or I don't know, what is it, like those Hangover sequels where you just feel like, yeah, he's kind of like running his shtick to the ground. But no, Zach Galifianakis, yeah, for what I've seen, he's doing a really great job. Which I am so glad he's not doing that shtick, like running to the ground. And of course, Hugh Jackman is also in the movie. So hey, yep, Zach Galifianakis and Wolverine. Yeah, of course I'm excited. Yeah, and the animation, just like every other Leica movie, is, oh my god, yeah, it's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely great. But yeah, sorry, sorry, I just like got, yeah, never eat donuts. Anyway, still need to see Kubo and Two Strings. Well, what are you waiting for? Go watch it. I mean, like after when this stream is over. So I'm trying to think of what other trailer have I seen. I might have to check real quick. I think I have seen like a trailer for I think Lego Movie 2, or I don't know, I think, or maybe that was like a few months ago. Wait, I'm sorry, I gotta hold this. What? They've already released a trailer for that Detective Pikachu movie? Oh my god. Oh boy. Yep. Oh, so ironic. Just when we were talking about new trailers, a trailer for Detective Pikachu just came out. God dang it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the Lego movie sequel looks good. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm actually going to watch this. I'm not sure if I'm not sure like if I will get taken down for I guess like for showing it on YouTube. I might try. I don't know. I'm just hoping that I won't get taken down by Warner Brothers. I mean, well, then again, Warner Brothers is kind of like a better company to handle with than I would say about Paramount or Viacom or Universal or Lionsgate. Because, yeah, it's just going to be a commentary. Yeah, nothing more. the trailer. There you go. That is so weird. I hate it when. Yep, there it is. There's the trailer. Let's do it. Oh, by the way, I need to watch it on my phone. So I gotta set this up because I cannot hear it on my computer. All right, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, look at that. Yep. Oh, that music. For some reason, like this kind of like reminds me of you know, like Cyborg's like story from Justice League. Okay. Well, who could that be? Yes, he did, of course. Oh my god. Jesus. Of course. Uh, uh, okay, so it's kind of like the logic that was like from one of the recent direct-to-video Pokemon movies, like when Pikachu like only talks to Ash. Yeah, I noticed like yeah, all these Pokemon like have like realistic fur. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, of course, yeah, shove it in the ass. Yep, Mr. Mime. Yep, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Yes, Detective Pikachu. Um, no, I don't need to see that. I don't need to do for a Star is Born. But yeah, Detective Pikachu. Um, wow. I never thought that Legendary, or I guess Legendary's partner, Warner Brothers, was gonna release a trailer so quickly for that. But yeah, they did. Yeah, for some reason, like I'm still kind of thinking that like maybe this is like a joke, or like oh no, this is like some YouTuber making like a joke video showing that hey, we're making a movie about Detective Pikachu. Not, yeah. Smosh is dead, and Anthony got no money from it. And Defy Media are frauds. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. But yes, the Detective Pikachu movie looks pretty silly, but I don't know. I actually kind of want to watch it. Okay, if you don't know who Defy Media is, I'll just show you, like, or not. I'll pretty much tell you what Defy Media is. Defy Media is like one of those. I'm not sure, like, if anybody has heard of Maker Studios. They're pretty much like that. They're a digital company that kind of like hosts a bunch of like famous, uh, like online content creators. Like they've pretty much been like I think like they've been closed down due to a lot of controversy that's been going on with them. That I guess that's simply what a defying media is, like that aspect. But yes, this trailer is, yeah, yeah, it looks pretty silly. But like I said, you know what? Screw it. I might watch it. You know, just for curiosity's sake. Oh yeah, like is Screen Junkies still running? Well, I think they still are. I don't know, but yeah, just like Ryan Reynolds, just like imagining like Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. I I just forgot. Oh shoot, dang it! I forgot to put the audio for for the trailer. Never mind. Hopefully, you guys can watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't notice. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Oh no, that's from my phone. Yeah, you heard it from my phone. How do you feel about the Diablo Immortal shit that's been happening? Diablo Immortal. I think have heard of it from, I don't know, a friend of, I have heard of it like from like Twitter. Di- what is Diablo Immortal about? Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, it's pretty much a new Diablo game from Blizzard. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, just from seeing what platform it's gonna be, it's a mobile game. Oh God. Just knowing that it's a mobile game, I already know exactly what it's gonna be. Microtransaction filled games. Oh, you want like progress? You want to do your progress? You want to go somewhere? Too bad. Microtransactions. Oh my God. Blizzard lost billions in stock. Oh, Activision Blizzard. I'm not surprised. Oh my God. I know it's not. It, I think it's like co-developed by Blizzard, but I'm just thinking like, oh my God, are they really going for the mobile game crowd? I mean, when has this worked for major publishers before? I mean, like the only time that ever worked is Ubisoft's Rayman games. Activision. Well, actually, like Activision is not really the owner; it's a co-owner. Yeah, Activision Blizzard. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Like Activision Blizzard losing money. Cause like, do you guys remember like when EA announced the new Command and Conquer game on iOS? And I'm just like, oh my God, like this is already gonna be a disaster. Who here wants a new original Rayman game? Same. Although you have to wait until Michel Ancel finishes Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah, like we have to wait for that until Beyond Good and Evil 2 comes out. But yeah, there has been controversy with Final Fantasy 15. Its director left and canceled almost all the DLC episodes except the episode of Ariden. I actually didn't know about that. Well, I guess that's because I haven't really played a lot of RPGs. I guess like in recent years, I pretty much play more like a bunch of puzzle games and platformers and stuff. like the games that I play on this channel. But yeah, I didn't know about that. But yeah, I like Michel Ancel. Yeah, he's a genius. I think he is a creative genius. Yeah, just like Eric Chahi. So, any more questions? In positive news, the new Spider-Man DLC is coming. Yes, yes, I have heard about that. Who is your favorite and least favorite game publisher slash developer? Uh, Publishers. I kind of know what's one of my favorites. I mean, I already know what's my least favorite. And I will tell you this, like a hint of what's my least favorite publisher. It's not EA. I like Blizzard. They're not entirely my favorite, but they make a lot of games I like. Well, you can't spoil it right now, Jake. Not yet. It might be Phoenix Games, but who knows? Just sit down. So, my favorite game publisher. I try not to cheat because I think there's too many for me to think of. I think it's sort of like a tie. A tie for me between Nintendo, Sony Interactive Entertainment, and Bandai Namco. So why do I chose all three of them as my favorite game publishers? Because for one, they're one of the most important in the gaming industry. But they've also give out some of the most greatest games of our time. Of course, like with Nintendo, we have Mario, Metroid, Zelda, Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, especially right now with the recent Smash Brothers game. And by the way, people, yes, I've seen the trailers. I've seen all that. I am really looking forward to it. But yes, Zelda, Smash Brothers, Fire Emblem, Kid Icarus. I mean, I'm not sure if I could count as Kirby, even though Nintendo kind of owns it. Well, more as a publisher, but I guess Kirby kind of counts. And yeah, just a lot more. Of course, for Sony, we have Ratchet & Clank, Uncharted. Sorry. Yeah, Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank, the Jak and Daxter games. We have Horizon Zero Dawn, the Killzone franchise, Little Big Planet, Jet Moto, Twisted Metal, Warhawk, and just because it's too many games I could think of from Sony. And for Namco or Bandai Namco, well, of course, Tails, Pac-Man, Soul Calibur, Tekken, anything you can name of. My least favorite publisher, though, I guess my least publisher now, it was going to be Phoenix Games, but here's the thing. The more that I think about in recent memory what's been happening right now, the more I think about it, the more I'm going to say that Phoenix Games is no longer the worst my least favorite publisher. You guys want to know what's my real least favorite publisher is? I could give you a hint. They used to be good. They used to be good, and then all of a sudden, around the 2000s, they become shit. Yes, Infogrames. Oh my god, what have they been doing right now? Oh my god. Like what's been going on with the Atari VCS? I'm just sort of like the prototype. Like just like recently, they're showing like this prototype, biggest air quotes, or finger quotes I could do for their prototype for the Atari VCS, but like their prototype is much bigger than like the shell that they're showing for the Atari VCS, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is fake, isn't it? And it kind of is. It is fake. And like just like the amount of like name calling that Infogrames has done to like a bunch of YouTubers like RGB15 or whatever, I'm just like, oh my god. This is supposed to be like, you're supposed to make a console. Like, how can I trust these people? Like, because for one, for like a video game company or whatever, like you're not supposed to name call people. Like literally, like Infogrames just said like to some person on Twitter, like, oh, these people are fake news. Don't trust them. And then of course they've also called like some reputable news website as fake news, even though there's already evidence like showing like an interview with like a representative of Infogrames showing that like they do not give out any info, like any real info on the Atari VCS. It's absolutely crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, Driver 3. Oh yeah, let's destroy one of the most beloved series in Britain. Yeah, we're gonna like make our reflections like rushed out a game that could have easily been good. Yeah, they sound like a record label. Well, I guess. Oh yeah, like Infogrames. I'm not gonna call them Atari. Because they're not Atari. They are not. Because if I were to call like Infogrames as Atari, that means I would have to put them in the same position of the Atari that kind of like made video games popular, like Pong or Asteroids. Yeah, like Infogrames is not the Atari. That's why I always call them as Infogrames, because they're not Atari. Konami is still worse in my opinion. Well, yeah, I could agree. I mean, like, let me, well, not entirely agree. I mean, I could see why, like Konami is terrible, but at least, like, they're not like scamming people left and right with projects that go nowhere. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, Infogrames is scamming people. Yeah, because like not too long ago, they were like trying to make, like they already made like a crowdfunding campaign for like a roller coaster tycoon game on the Switch. And guess what? Got a little secret. It did not come out. It hasn't come out. It has not come out yet. And they're already like involved with another project, like a project on Kickstarter that went nowhere. Like it already like passed its goal, but it's still delaying. I don't know. It was like for like the game band and for like whatever, and like for whatever reason, like they kicked out like one of the people who made the idea of like a great, of like a classic retro Atari console, you know, the Atari VCS. And I'm just, oh my god, because like there's already a lawsuit with that. And I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god. Like can't Infogrames get any worse than they already are? Oh my god. I mean, like I kind of knew that like Infogrames is like a bad company lately, but this, holy shit. Yeah, this is the absolute worst. Like right now, they are the worst video game company of 2018. Bar none. Like, in my opinion, the absolute worst. Because you know what? At least with EA, or heck, even with Konami, they actually release their products. Shitty products, yeah, but they released it. Like with Infogrames, you don't even know like what you're gonna get. It's like, oh, we're finally gonna release this shitty Roller Coaster Tycoon Switch game that's like a port to one of the to like one of the weaker games from, I don't know, like from like, I don't know, a few years ago. But that doesn't happen. Like there's already like a smaller Atari system. So Infogrames is even worse than Phoenix Games. Like right now, yes. Like right now, this year, yes, they are worse than Phoenix Games. Because at least with Phoenix Games, their products are out. Like they released it. Like they actually like finish out a product and you could buy it in store shelves. They're awful, but they released it. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Like the more I think about what Infogrames has been doing lately, the more the more that just really about to lose it. Evo Konami, yes. Like right now, yes. Because, I mean, I already knew that they have already digged themselves in the hole. Like, this is just like a few years after Infogrames got out of bankruptcy. And I honestly thought that, like, okay, yeah, hopefully Infogrames can get better. Nope. They haven't. I mean, does anybody remember the disaster that was Alone in the Dark Illumination? That 2008 Alone in the Dark game is pretty bad, but at least it was ambitious. Like this, they probably work with BetterHelp.com. I'm trying to think about like what Infogrames has been with. Like they literally just hire like a third-party group that's just there to bring out PR answers to people who legitimately have questions for the future of Infogrames. And literally, like all their questions are like, oh, well, it's quite secretive. We can't exactly give out yet because, well, we're like NASA. I mean, like we're the ones that we could like create a rocket that can launch. That's literally what they say. I'm just like, oh my god, Infogrames, you're not NASA. Like if Infogrames was like if Atari VCS was like a rocket, like from NASA. It will be the rocket that just failed to launch and explode, and just like this, it would just like blow right in front of NASA's face, and they would have to pay billions of dollars for that. That's what the Atari VCS is gonna be. It's gonna be the rocket that's about to explode. I remember the. Oh god. Yeah, that's pretty much what Infogrames is. Like, not delivering their promises. And yeah, like I said, I'm not afraid to say it. They're scammers. Quite literally scammers. There's already enough proof on the internet showing that they have scammed people. Oh my god. And I felt like the worst scammers, like Brett Keane. I thought those people were like the worst, but oh no. Infogrames is it. I remember the GBA Asterix game, and it was in 3D, and it was amazing. Oh yeah, I played it. Like the 3D Asterix game, like on GBA. Yeah, I have played it. Yeah, it's fucking great. My throat. No. No. Oh, I wish Peter Molyneux worked at Infogrames. But if he did, though, Infogrames would have easily stab him in the back. Because Infogrames is that type of company. They would just like stab their like investors in the back. Like the leech it is right now. This has nothing to do with anything, but first, Channel Awesome. Now Defy Media. These multi-net studios seem to be biting the dust. At this point, yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure if Maker Studios will go away, because that one is owned by, the Walt Disney Company. Yeah, I needed water. But, yeah, like, I don't think Maker Studios will go away, but, we'll see. But, yeah, like, Infogrames is not keeping their, like, they're not keeping their promises at all. Like there's a video about that from Stop Drop Retro, where it pretty much shows like the amount of like failed cascaded projects that Infogrames has been involved with. And like I said, all of them are complete cascaded failures. But yeah, anyway, Infogrames, so far my least favorite publisher. I guess I might answer the question for favorite and least favorite publishers. And not publishers, developers. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? But yes, favorite developers. This is kind of hard for me because there's just like too many there's just so many like great developers I could think of. Like, like I said, Reflections, Team 17, Nintendo, obviously Naughty Dog, Insomniac. I know many people disagree with me, but I mean, I think Treyarch is a good developer. I mean, like, I still think Treyarch is a decent developer. But my favorite developer of all time, I don't know. I think I can't really answer that because there's just like too many I could think of. Like, Nintendo, Rockstar North, or, Rockstar San Diego, Reflections, all that stuff. I'm going to eat dinner. If you're still streaming by the line, by the time I'm done, I'll be back. Oh, okay. I hope you have a good dinner, smart person. But for my least favorite developer, though, yeah, this is pretty easy. So Jake, do you want to guess what's my least favorite developer is? It might be pretty obvious, but just take a good guess. Well, I guess nobody has answered it yet, so I'm gonna say it right now. My least favorite developer of all time. And I know this is the obvious answer, but screw it. It's data design. Of course, it was gonna be data design interactive. Like, those guys just make nothing but shit games. Not a single game I have seen from data design is any good. Nickelodeon Party Blast? Terrible. Awful game. I cannot stand playing that at all. Ninja Breadman. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I need to say more about Ninja Breadman? That's already been said. One of the worst games I've ever played. Action Girls Racing is also terrible. Like, it has one of the worst controls I've seen from a kart racer. Because it's just like, it slips for no reason. Because, like, you just kind of, like, slip and zoom around, like, in a car. By playing one of these insert generic cartoon girl characters in the game. Like, I haven't even played Billy the Wizard, but I can tell you from the footage I've seen, I'm not touching it. No way. No way. Because after playing Ninja Breadman, Action Girls Racing, and I think I might have also played Anubis 2, which is basically Ninja Breadman. But of course with the Egyptian backdrop. I mean, that's not like, there's no creativity at all. There's no, like, there's no function, there's no, like, consistency with any of their games. They all look terrible. They all look cheap. The controls are always atrocious. The gameplay is bad. The physics are like some of the absolute worst I've seen. Like, not seen, but like I've ever experienced from a video game. Like, the hit detection is absolutely terrible. Just all around, like, all of Data Design's video games are just absolute travesties. But yeah, I guess that kind of like answers like the entire question, I guess. So yeah, any other questions? Excuse me. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get myself another glass of water. Hey, I'm back. Oh God, man, my dry throat, man. But well, yeah, I'm just like waiting for more questions. But yeah, honestly, like it's kind of like amazing to see that Legendary Pictures or Legendary Entertainment is slowly coming back to Warner Brothers. Like I started to notice this like lately, ever since the release of Kong Skull Island. Because I remember, like Kong Skull Island was supposed to be distributed by Universal, and then like after that, the Godzilla sequel would be distributed by Warner Brothers. But no, it just like, but no, like apparently the Kong Skull Island movie just went to Warner Brothers, and I'm just like, whew, dang, really now? I mean, I have seen it. Enjoyable movie. But of course, not like entirely a movie I will watch ever again. But yeah, it was enjoyable. And I pretty much heard that legendary. Oh, my apologies for the background. But yeah, like legendary's already announced. Like an American. I'm not sure remake or readaptation of My Hero Academia. And I'm just kind of like, do they really like? Is it really necessary for that? I don't know. I didn't see the point of Legendary doing a American like live action remake readaptation or whatever of My Hero Academia. I honestly don't see the point whatsoever. Jesus Christ. Please, people, give me some questions. Cause it feels like a barren wasteland. Please give me some questions. Hold on. Because I want you guys to hear it. Because the mic picks it up too quickly. Alright. But, yeah, I guess, since nobody's questioning, like, giving me any questions, like, right now, I was just, like, watching a bit of, yeah, like, some stand-up special from John Leguizamo called Latin History for Morons. It pretty much is what you think it is. Um, it's actually a pretty funny stand-up. Like, it actually kind of, like, gives you, like, a pretty good story of, John Leguizamo just, like, helping out, like, his son, like, finding, like, like, his Latin heroes of, like, of that time. Like, what are the greatest heroes, like Latino heroes, like, ever. Like, it pretty much, like, goes from, like, the Aztecs to today. Like, I've only seen half of it, but from what I've watched, it is pretty good. The special is on Netflix. Oh, hey, smart person. How's everything going? Yeah, I was just like talking about a bit of like a Netflix TV special I just watched, like at least half of it, called Latin History for Morons. Yeah, it's pretty much a stand-up special from John Leguizamo, and I pretty much said like it's essentially about like Leguizamo kind of like helping out his son, kind of like giving out like what are the Latin heroes, like like what is the history, like what is the Latin history in America in general. Hence titled Latin History for Morons. Ever heard of Anthony Fantano? Yes, I have heard of him. Thanks to thanks to Drunken Peasants, because they always mention Anthony Fantano many times. Um, yeah, I have heard of him. I never watch any of Anthony Fantano's content, because I usually don't watch that much. I mean, I honestly don't watch those types of videos very often. I mean, I could check like what kind of content Anthony Fantano makes, and I could pretty much judge on that basis. The needle drop. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's the music reviewer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've known him. Like, oh, that guy. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he is a music reviewer. Okay, yeah, yeah. I have seen the guy's videos. Hold on. But yes, I have seen at least a couple amount of the guy's videos. He's pretty good. I'm not sure like if I would watch, because I'm not entirely sure if that's a guy I would watch all of his videos for. Oh, sorry. Gotta. Anyway, as I was saying before, my family is having like some argument, but yeah. Fun fact: the top three most listened to artists from Spotify are Eminem, Ed Sheeran, and Drake. I mean, well, of course Drake is gonna be number one. Like, yeah, he's one. Like right now, he's one of the most popular artists in music today. Of course, that doesn't automatically make him one of the greatest, but yeah. Of course, number one's gonna be Drake. Drake. No, Drake. But yeah, I'm pretty much like look, there's something kind of like I've watched from Latin history for morons. Like he, like John Leguizamo pretty much give out the facts straight that no, Christopher Columbus didn't set foot in America. Like Christopher Columbus set foot on one of the Caribbean islands. I'm kind of thinking like it's either between the Bahamas or Puerto Rico. I might have to check that fact straight. Rihanna is number 4. Hmm. All right. I mean, good for Rihanna. I mean, I don't mind Rihanna. I don't mind Rihanna's music. Like she's not like the type of artist I would always listen to, but I guess every now and then, fine enough. Another fun fact: Kanye West for best rock song. Oh my god. I mean, Kanye West does make great music, but best rock song. When does he ever make a song? When does he ever make like a rock album or rock song anyway? Like, is he really saying this because he wants to be a rock star? Ghost Town Part 2, free. Ghost Town Part 2. Oh, free. Okay, but I mean, okay, so it's more like a rap rock song. I mean, yeah, but I'm not sure I don't know. I'm not sure if I would categorize it as, 100% like a rock song. I mean, it is rap rock, and usually that's kind of like, and like that genre is kind of like hard to define. Because like it could either be, I don't know, for some it's like either one way or the other. I mean, I would say though, like Gym Class Heroes is definitely a rock, to an extent, a rock band, but like it just has like parts of rap, but who knows? Another fun fact: Coldplay is the most popular rock band on Spotify. Not surprised. Well, actually, like, is 21 Pilots a rock band or not? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to like to think if 21 Pilots is alternative rock. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they're also like another rap rock band. All right. But Oh God. I can't wait for Drake to demand him winning a Grammy for Best Metal Song. Oh God. Oh my God. Yes, one of my people's gonna help me get me a Grammy for Best Metal Song. Yeah, that's me, Drake. I'm about to help him. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't make me fucking laugh again. Jesus. I mean, then again, at least that's better than hearing B.O.B. saying that, like, the earth is flat. Oh, Migos. Oh, if Migos can win Best Rock Group at the AMAS. Hmm. Yeah, I actually don't know what Migos is. I guess I have to be hip with the kids. Because I'm old, man. I'm old. Oh, Migos is a hip hop trio. All right. A best rock group. Rock group. I'm not sure about that. That's pretty much what I'm reading. They are a trap rap group. All right. Yeah, I could dig that. I mean, that could be pretty cool. I mean, but then again, I haven't listened to a lot of stuff from Migos. But hey, yeah, I'm already look. Yeah, I just already looked it up. Well, of course, like on my phone. Yeah, yeah, I'm always down for like any rock. Like not rock group. Any rap group from Atlanta. Of course, like ever since Outkast, of course, because Atlanta is always very interesting in terms of music. But yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely check on their music. So, any other questions? I heard they are making solo albums. Really? That's interesting. All right. But I guess I kind of have like a question. Oh, do you like the characters for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? Um, so far, yeah, I am liking what I'm seeing so far. I just kind of wish that they could have hide some. You know what I mean? Like I kind of wish that Nintendo didn't really spoil like some of the new characters in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just kind of wish that they kind of like went to the Smash Brothers Melee route, or maybe I don't know, like hey, we could show like some characters, but not all of them. Of course. Yeah, that was a fun surprise. Yeah, Isabelle in Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, many people really wanted her to be in it. So yeah, yep, Isabelle's in the game. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, sorry. But yeah, like then again, I know I'm gonna pick up a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate anyway. It's like I know like my brother's sister really wants to play it so badly. I know that. So yes, like from the roster I've seen, yeah, it looks great. So let's see. Piranha Plant was a surprise. Yeah, it's like the Smash memes became real. Oh god, yeah. Same thing with Ripley. Yeah, like they wanted Ripley to be a playable character on Smash Brothers, like a new Super Smash Brothers game. You know what? The fans have got it. I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, ever heard of Ithaca? No, I honestly have never heard of Etika. Yeah, eventually, like in a few minutes, I might have to end this stream because I'm gonna be leaving. I'll be back. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I might to end this pretty quickly. So, yeah, I hope everyone has had a pretty good time, and yeah, like you said, smart person. Yeah, I hope that I'll do the next stream. I don't know like how like everything will go according to schedule, but I'm hoping like maybe I could do another stream for Thanksgiving break, but we'll see. Yeah, take care.